you've arrived! I'm honored the Vicastis would accept my humble request.
Ah, you're Atlas, I take it.
In the flesh. I thank you for coming to see me. I'm sure you're very busy. The burden my father gave you is not a light one.
I seem to have a lot to do around here, thanks to Poseidon. But if I can help, I will.
A noble pursuit. As my messenger stressed, the situation is dire. The Vicastis is just who I need.
Well, here I am.
It's my brothers, the Archons. They have issues with the human populations under their control. Tensions between Isu and humans are mounting. Without order, the problems will grow severe.
I'll try and use my position to help them where I can.
Find Hadiros, Amphiris, and Azaeas. Through your shining example, I hope they learn the valuable lessons in discipline they so desperately need.
And if I help them, you're hoping it'll maintain the peace between Isu and humans?
That's the plan. Poseidon should have known they weren't ready for the responsibility an Archon bears. But that's his failing.
There always seems to be unrest between the two races. The Underworld and Elysium were no different.
Time passes and tensions keep building. I expected my father to handle it. But Atlantis grows steadily worse, and no one wants to see what could happen if precautions are not taken.
Tell me about Gaviros.
You'll find him near the arena, hard at work planning his next exhilarating spectacle, I'm sure.
What should I know about Amphiris?
He's probably off terrorizing people near the fortified Doma of Ochtonos. Make sure you don't sneak up on him. He's quite jumpy.
What about Azais? Who is he?
You'll find dear Azais wherever there is humanitarian work to be done. I heard there were some issues near the Doma of Amphiris.
We have Archons where I'm from. Do they fulfill the same duties?
They are charged with overseeing and ruling the humans of Atlantis, ensuring all live comfortably and peacefully, a job at which I fear they're failing.
I'll find the Archons, and make sure their problems are taken care of. Azais a physician and an Archon? It hurts so much. It won't go.
I know. But don't worry. Azais will make you better soon.
What have I missed? What must I do?
Azais? You have your hands full.
Vigastis, you're a welcome sight. The only one I've had in some time.
So many sick. I'm surprised that anything can spread in a place as advanced as this.
It's shocking. Nothing I have tried will cure the sick or stop the pathogen spreading. I've lost so many already.
When did you first notice people were getting sick?
At the start of this cycle. It began quite slowly and I didn't think much of it. But then the cases grew rapidly day by day. The more that fell sick, the faster the pathogen spread.
You seem really worried. Have you ever seen a sickness like this before?
No. There are many odd phenomena during this cycle. Plants dying, strange insects, and animal attacks. I worry about what this could signify.
Don't worry. We'll find a way to stop the sickness. Tell me what you need.
Well, there was a device being worked on by a scientist named Consus. Its intention was to rapidly heal injuries and eradicate disease.
Was?
His device is missing. Scientists here have tried to replicate it based on the schematics, but it's still in the experimental phase, and it hasn't been tested on humans.
So it may not work.
That's not the biggest issue. Poseidon has outlawed the use of our technology on humans. I fear that if we don't act quickly, the pathogen will spread across Atlantis.
In Athens, when the plague spread, Hippocrates thought the only option left was to burn the bodies, and the sick with them.
You're talking about murdering innocent people.
It's mercy, Azais. Better than even more dying because we wouldn't act.
No, we are not barbarians. We don't waste precious life if there is a chance it can be saved. Please find the device and bring it to me.
Fine. We'll do it your way. Tell me where it is, and I will.
You'll find the device in one of the issue laboratories in the Consus archive. With luck, we can save these people before my father discovers what's happened.
Azai saw me yesterday. He told me I'll be able to go home soon.
You're a lucky one. The man next to me hasn't come back yet. Maybe Azais is treating him.
The device Azais wants must be inside. They won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight. What the? Who's doing that? Something's in the way. A Nisu device. It's like nothing I've ever seen. understand how this glowing cloth is going to heal the sick. I hope Azais is right. I've brought the, glowing cloth you've asked for.
It's a nanotech matter regenerator, in fact. But you have it. I can't believe it. Now then, let's see what this thing can do.
What the fuck did you do?
I thought I had calibrated correctly. Oh no, what have I done? I killed this poor human. The device doesn't work, and you stole it against Poseidon's laws. What do we do now?
This device is dangerous. Maybe Poseidon outlawed it for a reason. I don't think you should use it on anyone else.
I was so hopeful. But you're right. This device isn't ready to be used on live subjects. All I've done is add to the pain and suffering.
Some things can't be fixed with devices or intellect. There are problems even the Isu can't solve.
I suppose all I can do is return this device to the laboratory and make sure the victims are comfortable till the end.
That's one Archon helped. I hope they're not all this intense. This is it. That must be Amphiris. Why so many guards?
Let her pass.
Amphiris, if this is how you treat humans, I can see why you need so many guards.
These aren't humans. They are animals. An animal should be in cages.
Dead bodies of civilians outside, a tortured corpse at your feet. The only animal I see around here is you.
A human did this to me while I slept. When they came to kill me, I survived. But they slaughtered my daughter like an animal. Humans don't act with logic or reason.
Good or bad, they are driven by a will to survive.
A trait we implanted to ensure efficiency. But that will become a kindled flame of insurrection. You led a rebellion yourself in Elysium, so I know you understand. If we don't act, the city will burn and many more lives will be lost.
I don't see an army marching on Poseidon.
This one said they plan to launch an attack. Someone needs to destroy the resistance before that happens.
That's not a small request. Despite what you think, all humans aren't a threat.
It is the only path I see. But you are the Dicastis. Only you can choose the correct course of action.
Killing people will just make the fire spread faster. Now, if we destroy their supplies and their weapons, they can't oppose the issue.
I admire your optimism. But I fear it will not be enough. However, it's your decision to make.
Just leave it to me. I'll send a message they won't forget.
Very well. You'll find the traitorous humans at an abandoned farmstead. Return to me when the situation is resolved.
I don't want to be spotted here. form a resistance if they have no supplies.
Vicastis, I'm glad to see you return safely. I almost considered sending a regiment of my guard after you.
That would have been overkill.
You can never be too careful when dealing with violent humans. Come, tell me, has the resistance been quashed?
I destroyed their supplies and equipment.
You believed you saved lives by being merciful, but the truth is that more will die in the end.
I am the Vicastis. I chose the best course of action as I saw it.
Forgive my bluntness. I just believe your judgment could have been impaired by the fact you're part human.
Apology accepted. Just one more Archon to go. Maybe I should just do their jobs too. arena seems like a strange place to find an Archon.
The Castis! Thank the stars! I was beginning to lose all hope!
Atlas said you needed help.
You don't understand the responsibility on my shoulders. It's my job to concoct entertainment for the masses. But I fear the crowd have grown bored of my grand spectacles.
I've seen some good plays. And some bad ones.
We need more than a simple play. If the audience leave my shows bored and restless, who knows what they'll start plotting?
You think they'll become violent?
My purpose is to keep them preoccupied so they can't be violent.
Trying to distract people from their problems will only work for so long.
I misspoke. I've seen what these humans are capable of, given the chance. I'm not distracting them, merely keeping them happy.
So give the people what they want.
What they want, yes. Yes! I can hear the cheers now! The legendary Di Castis Cassandra takes on Atlantis' finest warriors! You must take part in my next event!
Sounds like a Pangration. I can definitely help with that.
Not exactly. But I was inspired by your efforts in Elise. I know you'll do an exemplary job entertaining the crowds as you did then. If we pull this off, we'll be the talk of the city!
It's worth a try.
Welcome! Find out!
All right, Cassandra. Be entertaining. Like he said. Definitely not a Pangration.
Our valiant hero's next challenge fast approaches. A champion bested by none in the city. No mercy, no guilt. Will this be too much for even the Di Castis to overcome? Earth Champion has been bested! Our mighty Dicastis is victorious and the crowd have spoken. But will she show mercy? Or will she spill the blood we want?
If you don't appease the crowd, I fear what Gaidiros will do. It was an honor to fight you, Dicastis.
You fought honorably.
A fitting end to a glorious life spent in service to you, the audience. Now, on to the grand finale! And here we are, the end of today's event. Next to face out Dicastis' judgment, the very scum that taints our city.
By the gods, what is this?
For the good of Atlantis, today bear witness to the guilty and condemned given one final chance at redemption. They will be honored to die at the hands of our guest.
Enough! I am not doing this!
Fear not, friends! We will make sure justice is delivered. What a show! What a show!
The people seemed entertained.
And why wouldn't they be? You put on a performance for the ages!
If this kind of entertainment keeps the peace, then maybe it has value.
I know the game seem barbaric, but sometimes we must feed the primitive beast within to keep it dormant. Now, I must begin preparing for my next great event. Thank you for your help, Dicastis.
Ah, the Castis. I heard you can help me with the solar floral regeneration project.
The what?
Oh, forgive me. Let me start from the beginning. I'm Neocles, an imperial botanist here in Atlantis. I'm engineering a way to aid floral regrowth.
The flowers here can't just grow on their own?
Oh, no! You're not one of those followers of Minerva, are you?
I don't know anyone named Minerva.
Her students are so small-minded about my photosynthesis accelerator. If you want to be a scholar, why follow such a rudimentary doctrine?
Look, do you need something from me?
Oh, apologies, the Castis. You're new to Atlantis, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me begin. Basically, the plants are a key resource for us here. But a few cycles ago, humans overpicked them, and now the air is suffering.
You want to grow more?
In a sense, yes. I have a hypothesis, a theory that using a natural power source stronger than the sun will promote sustainable growth.
You're losing me again.
There are devices that project beams of light around the Garden of Triton. Redirecting them using the reflective surfaces would stimulate floral regrowth.
You want me to move your lights?
Yes! And the Castis, taking care of our natural resources, would send a message to all of Atlantis.
A good message, I hope. It looks like all the light beams need to hit that central structure. That must be the device Neocles mentioned. Reminds me of how I opened the door to Atlantis. worked. First one down. Blocking this. Won't budge. Get the flowers growing in no time. do it. I'll tell Neocles it's done. That doesn't seem good. What happened? I moved your light beams. It seemed to be working, but
The
then...
beams are aligned, yes, but the power isn't running.
What do you think the problem is?
None of this makes any sense. The light beams should expand across the gardens and present with enhanced photons.
There might be something wrong with your theory. I still don't see how this light is any better than the sun.
The sun! That's it! The power source must also be displaced, rendering this light no different than the sun. No wonder you're the Dicastis. That's brilliant!
So the next step is...
Go to the control room and make sure the power source isn't displaced.
And what exactly is this source?
An igneous matter consisting of Imperial... It's a rock. Just make sure there's a rock in the control room.
Fine. I'll go see if this rock is there. Looks like Neocles was right. There is no rock here. Hey! Stop right there! Get back here! Oh, Malaka! Thief must be in here somewhere. Maybe if I move some things around... Something's in the way.
What's the Dicastis doing running around here?
I'm chasing down a thief. Looks like you're the one who took Neocles' rock.
My name is Melita. I'm an environmental biologist, not a thief. Neocles has no claim to a natural power source like this.
That rock must be worth a lot if you're trying to steal it.
You're the Dicastis and you have no idea what the power source is? Aren't you invested in the future of our resources?
It's easy. Put the rock in Neocles' device, and we'll fix the flowers.
isn't Neocles' first attempt at population balancing. When the flowers were overpicked and the bees started dying, first he attempted to artificially pollinate the flowers. When he artificially pollinated the flowers, the soil degraded. When the soil...
I get the idea. But then, how would you fix the gardens?
I wouldn't. Nature has been healing itself for eons. Neocles needs to stop meddling.
Melita! You've always been obtuse about the project. No accountability for civilization's impact on the ecosystem.
Insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When will you accept your hypothesis has failed?
Failed is inaccurate terminology. I simply adjusted my theory after experiencing unintended results.
Enough bickering, both of you!
You're right. I wanted to destroy the power source to end his project once and for all. But as the Dicastis, it should be your decision.
All right, give me the rock. I'll end this once and for all.
Are you mad? You've completely annihilated our chances at future sustainability!
Trust in yeah. Nature will heal itself if you allow it.
Thank you, Dicastis. This is the right direction to go in. We might not see improvements right away, but the gardens will heal themselves.
Melita said it would take time for the gardens to heal, but those flowers don't look good. I wonder what she'd make of this.
The one who holds the staff has no choice but to face both immediate and future consequences for lifetimes. That takes responsibility.
I hear you, Alethea. You may think I'm crazy, but at least I'm accountable.
What's this? A message. How's your hunt?
Murderer? I didn't do it!
Stop her before she...
Want to tell me what that was all about?
No. I'll be fine. The Castis! You can make this all go away! My name is Lyra, and you're... you! You've helped so many people. You're amazing and wonderful and powerful and... and you're here!
Enough. I don't like whatever it is you're doing.
Forgive me, it's just that your being here confirms all the legends. You're real! To be face to face with you right now, it's... sorry.
They called you a murderer. You don't seem the type, but as the Castis, I have to be sure.
They're sure I'm responsible for what happened to that poor family. They said it's like the other murders, but I couldn't live with myself, I swear. Please, please clear my name.
Where were you when the family was murdered?
If it happened last night like they said, I was here trying to sleep. Although lately it's been restless, filled with strange dreams. It's always the same one, over and over.
Were you alone?
Well, yes. I've been so tired lately, I decided to stay in.
You said something about other murders.
This was the third time. I just don't understand why they blame me. I don't have the stomach to do that.
I'll find out what really happened. Just point me in the direction of the attack.
Just down the road. Not too far from here.
If I were you, I'd hide until I return.
Oh, good idea. Thank you. You truly are a great Dicastis.
Maybe someone around here saw what happened last night.
Ah, the great Ligastis. What did I do to deserve a visit?
I'm looking into the attack that happened nearby last night.
Ah, of course. I thought that was meant to be handled already.
You mean the mob harassing that woman?
I've said enough.
I understand your hesitation, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. I'll make sure whoever or whatever did this is punished.
You've already met the guilty one.
Lyra, you agree with the mob.
Of course I do. I'm the one who told them it was her. I saw her last night, bloody and in a frenzy.
It was dark. How do you know it was her?
I know what I saw.
Is this about what happened last night?
How do you know?
It's all everyone's talking about. And if the Dicastis is here, you must be looking into it.
If you saw or heard anything, I need to know.
I saw it from the distance. Heard it too. Its howl will never leave my mind.
You saw a wolf?
Beast is more like it. If you see it, run!
I'll be careful.
I'm worried that wolf will come for me tonight.
This bloodied cloth doesn't match the mother or daughter's robes. It must have come off the murderer. These aren't stab wounds. They're claw marks. These footprints track the blood out of the house. Whoever murdered them left this way. I should return to Lyra and let her know what I found.
Well, did you find out what happened?
The evidence I found was conflicting.
Tell me.
2 people saw what happened. One woman heard a wolf howling, but a man said he saw you, covered in blood and leaving the family's house.
He's lying!
Or mistaken. It was dark, so it could have been anyone. There's more. The killing blows weren't made by a weapon.
Then by what?
It almost looked like claw marks. And then there was this piece of cloth. It didn't match the clothes of anyone there.
That's mine! How did it get there? Someone wants me to look like I was responsible. Tell me the truth, Dicastis.
Drop the act. You killed them.
You're not serious. What about how they died? I don't have claws!
The marks could have been made from animals that smelled the bodies and came to feed.
But the howl!
Means nothing, except there was a wolf nearby.
You were supposed to prove I was innocent. Don't you know what they do to human murderers? They send them to the arena. I won't let you take me.
I need to go after Lyra before she hurts someone else. is no ordinary wolf. Walaka. Lira.
It was me! What am I?
I've seen this before. Minotaur, Cyclops, Goron. All were humans possessed by powerful issue devices. The only way I could stop them was by killing them. But you're able to change back. Somehow you're different.
I don't remember coming here. Or why?
If I had to guess, that side of you knew it was caught. Maybe it thought coming out here was the only choice it had.
That side of me. I've had dreams lately of being in a bright room, tied down, pain throughout my body. But now, I think that all really happened. I did kill them then. I don't remember it, but it was me, wasn't it? If you knew you would harm people again, and you could never control yourself, never stop, would you?
Would I what?
Jump?
Of course I wouldn't.
But you accused me of killing that family, and you were right.
You have to understand, that wasn't the real you.
It is. And you said the only way you could beat this before was by killing.
I also said you were different.
Whether I remember it or not, it's a part of me. It did terrible things.
It's only one part of you. It's not all of you. I know what it's like to be part human and part something else. Trust me, you can live with this burden.
I'm not as strong as you are.
Look at yourself. Yes, you are. You're stronger than you think. Plus, I've been thrown off a cliff before. I wouldn't recommend it.
But you're still here.
I am. And you are too.
You're right. Now that I know what's inside of me, I can do something about it. And I know who can help. Thank you.
I hope she'll be okay.
Issue technology can and will change whoever isn't strong enough to command it. That explains your own aggression, Layla.
I'm still me. I'm not as weak as you think I am.
Digastis, welcome back. I'm glad you could be here to witness this momentous occasion.
Why are the Archons in chains?
I invited my dear siblings here for one final lesson in leadership.
It looks like an execution to me.
Every experience in life should be a lesson, including death. You've been to the underworld, so I know you understand what these fools do not.
Careful, Atlas. I am the Digastis. If anyone is passing judgment here, it's me.
Don't presume to think you can tell me what to do. The authority of your position doesn't extend to my palace.
You're going to murder your brothers? For what?
For order, for peace, for Atlantis.
For Atlas, you mean?
I am the rightful heir to Atlantis. I should be the Digastis. I cannot defy Poseidon's will, but these fools don't deserve their power. I'll be a better Archon in their stead.
Killing your brothers is a waste. Teach them to learn from their mistakes, and they'll do whatever you say. They can't do that if they're dead.
I watched you help my brothers. You always found solutions that tried to preserve life. Some of my kind view humans as a resource to be sacrificed. If we want them to progress, we must be an example.
We all look up to someone. I think they look up to you.
Wise, Digastis. I respect your decision. For the moment.
So what now?
If you're going to one day rule the city, Cassandra, you're going to have to learn a very important lesson.
That's what I get for helping you? A lecture?
Just some words of advice. Nothing in Atlantis is what it seems at face value. The city is old, and those that call it home are even older. You have helped me, Digastis, and for that, you have my thanks.
This isn't over, Atlas.
On the contrary, I'm done here.
These devices are incredible. I almost feel like I can hear them speaking to me.